Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So it has been a very busy morning trying to get everything together, but I was like, no worries, once I get to the Dallas airport, I'll be able to just sit and chat with you guys. But unfortunately, there was a ridiculous amount of traffic. I'm trying to mark a pin where my truck is, so that way when I get back from my trip, I don't have to like search around, like I'll remember where it's at. But there was so much traffic, so we're a little bit in a rush, but I do want to tell you guys about this trip. So basically, it is Easter weekend, and I knew I was like, something good is gonna drop. I just have a good feeling. And I was able to pick up Rome, which I love Italy so much, but I asked Allie, I was like, girlie, I miss you. I haven't seen you in forever. Please tell me that you are free. And she said, I am. And I said, okay, I'm gonna try. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try to see if I can switch it for Madrid. And it did work. So once we get to Madrid, Allie's gonna be taking the train from Alicante to Madrid. And I think we're gonna get to the hotel around the same time. And we've already been talking, and we've been talking to you guys on Instagram, trying to give us ideas on like what to do, what to film, all sorts of stuff. So I think it's gonna be like a full day of content. Like we've got quite a few things up our sleeve we're gonna be doing. But because I don't have a lot of time right now, let's go ahead and gather everything up, get inside, get through security, get signed in, and get over to our gate. All right, you guys, this has been an incredibly long day. So we ended up with a maintenance issue out of Dallas where there was something wrong with the coffee pot in one of the galleys, but also 5 of the lavatories would not flush on the ground. So I think we took like an hour delay there. But then once we got to Spain, we had a ramp stand, which basically means you have to take the stairs off the airplane. But we had 5 wheelchairs listed, and all of them were listed under their P&R, like their coding, saying that they were all able to walk down the stairs, but unfortunately that was not true. And so they ended up having to get like this van that comes up to the ramp, like up to the plane, that will take wheelchairs down. So we had to wait on that, and that took a minute for them to get that over there. But now we have finally made it. So I will show you the hotel, but before I do that, ta-da! I picked this one up in the lobby.
Surprise!
Surprise, surprise! She was waiting, but here, let me show you the room. So the bathroom's over here this time. This one's backwards from what I'm used to, and then it's like the fridge, the coffee, and all that. And then the humble abode, and there's no view on this one. It's just windows. I have to show you guys my new jacket. So this is from Zara, and Zara is so much more affordable in Spain than the US. So I had Allie order me this coat. What was it, like fall?
Like September?
Yeah, forever ago. So I missed the entire season, but look how pretty it is. I love these coats from them. I wish they were lined, but outside of that, the material is super, super nice and thick, but also I love the fact it has a hood. So if it rains, you're all set, because today said it was gonna rain, but then it said it wasn't. So we'll see, but this will be the coat I'll be wearing today. I forgot to show this to you also because I was in such a rush, but this is everything Allie asked me to bring her back. So we have Chick-fil-A sauce, and then this is the new Alani flavor, so sherbet swirl, and then I got her some powders and the peach, and then the pink slush. Also, you guys, Allie made me this. Look how adorable it is. She has been crocheting, and she makes the most beautiful stuff. So we are all dressed and ready to go. I'm gonna show you my coat really, really quickly. Isn't she gorgeous? Allie is messing with the lights. It even has buttons on it, and it's like super cute, and it has like a little tie if you want to tie it. I am obsessed. Oh, I got the sneezes. I know, die quiet. All right, so anyways, it's okay. Oh, that was my fault. I took the card out of the door. But now I think we're gonna go find some tapas and maybe have like some sangria or something, and go explore Spain. So we ended up catching an Uber, and I just love Madrid. It is such a beautiful city. All of the views are spectacular, but the first place Allie wanted to take me is to a rooftop bar, and it is absolutely stunning. The views are breathtaking. And then we also decided to have a couple espresso martinis as well as some tapas. So we had sardines as well as these ham balls. And then after that, we decided to go over to another little place that we've actually been to before. It's just like this cute little cocktail lounge. And we had a cheese board here and one more drink before we wanted to do some shopping. And so obviously we had to go to my favorite, which is Primark. I wanted to pick up a couple things that I got last time from London that I just love because I'm kind of a cartoon character. When I find something I love, I have to have it in multiple colors. And then after that, it started pouring rain. And so we were trying to rush over to the grocery store to do a little bit of grocery shopping, which I will also share everything we got here. But I love the grocery store here. It is massive and they just have a little bit of everything. And then we ended up walking a little bit more to go find our Uber and head back to the hotel. So we just got back to the room and you guys, it is freezing. We already changed clothes because basically before we were going into, what's the grocery store's name again, Allie?
El Corte Inglés.
There, it started raining. And at first it was just a subtle little rain and we're like, no problem. Flipped our hoods up and started walking. And then out of nowhere, pouring rain, and then all of a sudden just hail coming at us. And then so we were like running, like my socks were wet, my Converse are wet, like everything is just wet, just soaking wet. And then we do our little grocery shopping, which I'll show you later what we got. Then pop out of the grocery store, sunshine, rainbows and sunshine. And I was like, got it. Noted. But I am going to show you what I got at Primark really quickly. So I did try out the period panties. I don't know if you guys saw this video, but I said, did y'all like them? Have you ever tried them? And you know what? I loved them. I did. I actually loved them. And so I ended up getting some more. The only thing is they're kind of cheeky because I got extra smalls. And so they just right up just a wee bit. And so I went ahead and did small this time. But because I like them so much, I got 2. And then I told Allie, I convinced Allie that she needed them. And so she got some. Now the other thing I got is I love this like workout top that I got there last time. But I could not remember if I got a small or extra small. And I just guessed a small. But unfortunately, I packed the same exact shirt today. And I noticed I actually had gotten an extra small. So now I have the small. I don't know if I'm gonna try to return it or just go ahead and keep the small. But I also got the exact same shirt just in the long sleeve version because it has like that athletic material, which is great for like our morning walks we've been going on or just like athleisure. So this one was €9 and this one was €6. And the period panties were free apparently. Oh, 16 euro. But I'll show you guys what we got at the grocery store later. But for now, we decided that we were gonna try McDonald's in Spain. Now, Allie's already had it, but I have not. And so that's what we decided after doing some tapas and stuff, that we were gonna do McDonald's. And I'm gonna be trying it out. And we're gonna film like a chatty vlog on Allie's channel of me trying it and then just us talking. So I'll link it like down below whenever it's uploaded so you guys can go check that out on her channel. But so we just filmed for Allie's channel and like we're sitting here just chatting and she's crocheting away and I'm just like, girl, I am freezing. It is so incredibly cold. So I had to call down and get a blanket because Allie's like, I'm sweating. She's like, I'm so hot. We set this room to 23, but it has managed to make its way down to 21. And I'm like, I am like shivering. Like I'm just, so now I have another blanket and I feel like this is the hack of all hacks. I don't know why I don't do this more often. I'm gonna have to start calling like hotels and be like, double down on the blankets. But anyways, I think we're gonna find something on YouTube to watch because it's still a little bit early. Don't want to like go to sleep now because I'm like, I know I'll wake up in the middle of the night. But the other thing is we talked about doing breakfast in the morning. The only thing is that tomorrow is Easter. I kind of feel like a lot of places opened at like 8 or something.
9.
But at 9?
9, 10.
Well, okay, so pickup tomorrow is 10:20. And then what time is your train ride?
My train leaves at like 10 something.
We should figure out what time at 10 something that is.
10:20. I think it's like 10:27.
Okay.
But I'll double check. I probably should.
Yeah.
That's comforting.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna try to do breakfast, but I don't know how well it is or isn't gonna work. Good morning, you guys. Good morning, Miss Allie.
Good morning. I'm awake this time.
We did not have a great night's rest. I'll be honest, I slept a little bit better than last time when we were here, but I think we were both like tossing and turning, and this blanket
She is no joke. I started getting so hot, and then I like had to get all the covers off me, and I was convinced. I was like, they have turned all the air conditioning down, and for me to say it's hot, I'm like, it's hot. And Allie thought it was just her, and I almost snuck out of bed to go like drop the temperature, but I didn't want to wake her up. That's not great. And I also don't get a choice of break today because I got my choice coming over, so I don't know if I'll be like first or third break. So we might just have to coffee through it today. But we were looking at breakfast places, and it looks like most places aren't going to open until like 9 o'clock. There's like one place, but it's like 20 minutes away, and also Allie's train is at 10:15, so we both kind of need to already be back like pretty shortly after 9 o'clock. So I think we're gonna go downstairs because they usually put like a breakfast spread out, and like maybe just like grab a couple of things and coffee. I think we both just really want coffee, so I think we're gonna go down there now, and then we're gonna actually start getting ready.
So we are all ready, and as we were sitting here, we're both like getting really exhausted. We got a double espresso down below because they have like a little area for like the flight attendants, and we saw they had like donuts and pastries and fruit and stuff there, but there's also like a little breakfast hall that has like a breakfast buffet, and I think it's 11 euros for crew members to eat. And so we're getting hungry. I don't know if we're gonna like do the full breakfast thing or if we're just gonna go to like the little flight attendant zone. I might get another coffee. I just don't know what break I'm gonna be on, so I don't want to have like a bunch of caffeine when I don't know what break we're gonna be on. The other thing is my shoes are still soaking wet. And when we came back from getting espresso, there was like this guy. It was so creepy. He was just like standing in the hallway, just staring down, like in the middle of the hallway, just like staring down. And I told Allie, I was like, is this gonna be it? Like, it was so bizarre. And I told her, I said we should peek out the door before we go down there and make sure he's not still like standing there, because like I'm not trying to have it end all for a croissant. A croissant. We were talking yesterday, if you saw the video. Oh my God, why is the shoe? It's so hard to get wet shoes on. That's the thing with Converse, is that they're like cloth. So once you get them wet, they're done. And I didn't bring any other shoes. Allie's gonna take her stuff down there because she's gonna have to leave in like 30 minutes or so. But I'm gonna take the room key, so that way whenever I'm done, I'll come back up and then get the rest of my stuff together and get dressed. So Allie has officially left me. I went to go walk her outside, and it is freezing. So definitely gonna want to be wearing my jacket. And it also feels like it's been raining. Like, it wasn't raining, but it feels like it's been raining. So I looked and it says it's gonna be cloudy, but just in case, definitely gonna wear my jacket to the airport. But I wanted to show you guys what we got at El Corte Inglesias. I think it's something like El Corte Inglesias, which is the grocery store here. It is massive and I love it so much. Allie said she has one near her house and she loves going, but I wanna show you guys everything I got. So I don't know if y'all remember, but the protein mousses, I am obsessed with. I can't find these anywhere but Spain, and I love them so much that I reached out to the brand and was like, can you please come to the United States, because they're so good. This is the brand right here, Valio. The chocolate one has 18 grams of protein, and this is like the main flavor I've had. They also have protein pudding. I didn't get any of those because I like the mousse better, but their protein pudding is also really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the chocolate ones. And then Allie said that the cappuccino flavor is amazing, which I love coffee, but I'm not the biggest like coffee flavored person. Like I don't tend to get ice creams and stuff that are coffee flavored, but I got one of those. This one's also 18 grams of protein. But then I also saw that they have a raspberry flavor one. Now this one's 15 grams of protein, but my favorite desserts are chocolate and raspberry, like dark chocolate raspberry. Oh my God, I'm drooling right now thinking of it. So I thought even like mixing these two together is probably amazing. And then that'll give you 33 grams of protein. So I grabbed 3 of these ones. And then lastly, I got one of the chocolate and orange flavor. So I'm interested to see how this one is. And then the other thing I grabbed was just one of these, which is a no sugar added like little coffee. I'm gonna drink this if I end up on 3rd break, but if not, then I'll wait till after I get off break. But then I also grabbed a big old thing of Pringles. Now this is paprika flavor. This is Chip's favorite flavor of chips, but we don't really have that flavor in the States. So anytime that I go to Europe or something, I try to find him chips that are this flavor. So I grabbed those. We've been on like a Pringles kick lately. Like that's like the chip we've mostly been eating right now. But then also Allie and I grabbed a snack, but I was so full from the McDonald's yesterday, I did not even eat it. Now, I don't know exactly what the flavor is. This is what it looks like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take them back with me. So I'll just have to pack up my cooler bag. But right now it is 9:41. So I just had a pastry for breakfast and I figure if I get hungry and need something else, I'll just have one of these. But I'm gonna go ahead and pack up everything and then start getting dressed. And I guess we are going to head downstairs to head to the Madrid airport.